morning, doctor. This group consists of Amar Zaidan, Hamad Watfa, and Brahim Murad. We're going to start with the first clinical scenario with Brahim.
So in trying to quit smoking, is cognitive behavioral therapy more effective than nicotine replacement therapy? And the PICO elements are the population is teens trying to quit smoking. The intervention is a cognitive behavioral therapy. The comparison group is nicotine replacement therapy. And the outcome is better effect of CBT at quitting smoking. And the type of question here is therapeutic. And the type of study is RCT as randomized control trials.
Okay, so now we're going to start with our Medline search. We go to Medline. Obviously, we sign in. We wait for it was low Wi-Fi. Okay, so we pick this option, Ovid Medliner and EPUB, ahead of Print in Process and Data Review and other non-indexed citations from 1946 to October 2022. Okay, so first of all, we start with smoking cessation as a first mesh. We click on it to check whether there are any meshes under the tree, and when we find nothing, we just continue. We continue, but first we have to look at the other elements, and we recognize tobacco use cessation, which essentially means the same thing as smoking cessation, so we press on it as well, and we continue. Then our next mesh is cognitive behavioral therapy. We press on cognitive behavioral therapy, and since the elements under cognitive behavioral therapy are also relevant to our mesh, we click on explode. And then we continue. We include all subheadings. Then we continue. And now we'll move on to Muhammad.
Third, we search for nicotine replacement therapy as the third mesh. But we see that we can't find this exact mesh, so we click on the scope for tobacco use cessation device, and what we find is it includes the definitions that we are looking for in this mesh. So what we do now is click on it, then we click on explode to include nicotine chewing gum. We press on continue and we include all subheadings. Now finally we have to end the three meshes, but we also have to limit this one to teenagers because that's what we're looking for. We click on adolescents and we limit the search.
Okay, so we reach a reasonable number for our search, and this ends the Medline search. Doctor, now we're going to move to the part of the second clinical scenario on PubMed.
So the clinical question, the clinical scenario is, would vaccinating the children with MMR cause autism? The PICO elements are population is children, the intervention is MMR vaccination, the comparison is non-vaccinated children, and the outcome is autism. The type of question is etiology or harm, and the type of study is case control or cohort.
So when we want to start this search, we go to the SML website, we choose PubMed. Then we go to the clinical queries tab. We click on etiology in the filter, and we choose the scope as broad because we want to make sure that we don't miss any relevant searches, even if some irrelevant ones are present. Then we start by searching for autism, and we click on the see all results in PubMed,
and then we need to add the MMR vaccine to our search. So we write down MMR vaccine. And we click on search. And then we need to limit with age, and we choose the age groups that are for children between 1 and 12 years.
Because
Okay.
that's the age group that's targeted for the MMR vaccine. So we get these results, and when we check the first couple of the first few articles, we realize that they are relevant to our search question.